Hello and welcome to a brand new week here on my channel. My name is Samantha and we're continuing with the Revolution Maxi Reloaded palettes with Monster Matte. So this one is much more of a bright, well, it's got lots and lots of shades in here, but what really struck me about this palette is the amount of pinks that you've got in here. So I thought, I'm going to have to share with you a pink look. Now it may be all matte apart from one shade, because one of you contacted me on Saturday and said, I've swatched a few shades out of my palette and I've noticed that one of them is not full on shimmer, but it's definitely got some kind of shimmer in there, and it's that one there, that pink one. So I raced and had a look at the shade and I've swatched it for you now, and it is a shimmer. It's not full on shimmer, but it's certainly a shimmer. So I think I'll probably try and incorporate that in the look today. The look that I shared with you on Saturday was from the Dream Big palette, which is this one here. Wow, was this palette a surprise. Out of all four of these palettes, I thought that this one was going to be my least favourite. How wrong could I be? It is a beautiful palette, and like I say, that look is from Saturday's video and I'll share that down below. I have yet to share a look with these palettes, which is Large It Up, the more neutral version, and Big Love. But over the next couple of days I will be sharing looks with those two palettes too. But this one is dedicated to the Monster Mattes. Beautiful, gorgeous. Okay, so let's get on with the look. I probably will do a one brush tutorial, just makes it easier for me, and not only that, this is the brush that I really love. I do actually really love these Beauty Bay brushes, so if you are looking for a new brush set, I would certainly take a look at those. They are beautiful, and they wash up very nicely as well, but I think I'm going to do a one brush look. So let's get on with the look. So I think I'm going to start the look off with this shade here. It's like a dusty rose or dusky rose, I never know whether to say dusty or dusky but I know it's going to be pink. Okay, my brush picked up a lot of the formula. I've already primed my eyes and my mirror is a little bit skewy, so let me just sort that out. Okay, so let's apply this first shade and see what this is like. Okay, so for a very light pink shade, it actually has got a little bit of colour there. So I'm really pleased about that, because sometimes these very light pinks, they just blend into nothing, but actually that has definitely got some pigment there. I think what I'm going to try and do is a spotlight look. That's what I'm hoping to do. With that pink, I don't know if it's going to be all matte yet, or whether I'm going to incorporate that shimmer shade. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Okay, so I'm packing that colour on because, as you know, I do like the first shade to be a little bit more intense, and you can build that shade up, which is good. So of course you saw when I first applied it, so if you for whatever reason can't wear too much makeup, that first shade looks beautiful just with one little swipe, or whether you build it up. So gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm going to put that underneath the eye as well for a little bit of a base, a little bit of a wash of colour. And not only that, it gives me a little bit of a guide as to how the look is going to look, because for some reason it just doesn't look right until I've got something underneath. Okay, now we're going to deepen this up a little bit, and I'm going to go into this shade here. This is a little bit purpley pink, so that one there. So that's right in the middle row and second across. So let's start deepening up this crease. Now what I don't want is an eye look that looks so pink that, you know, I don't want it to look like my eye is sore. But these are so romantic, these shades, aren't they? That is beautiful. Because it's got that little bit of purple in it. Stunning. Okay, so I'm pleased with that. Now I'm going to start putting the base. Now I'm going to definitely have to swap brushes to that more rounded brush from Beauty Bay, because I need to get right in here if I'm going to do that spotlight kind of look. Like that. Just going to use the first brush just to blend that. Okay, and again on the other side. Even if I go deeper, at least then I've got a guide then, haven't I? Let's see if I can leave a bit more of a void in the middle. I love that colour though. So same shade, and we're swapping to the Beauty Bay brush now. So just go onto the lid there, into the crease a little bit. Like that. I need to go higher. Again, back to the first brush. Well, this shade is certainly intense, much more intense than I intended, but you know, that's fine. Now, just going to go, am I going to go under the eye with this shade or not? I'm not quite sure yet. At the moment, I'm thinking that that shade is a little bit too pink. It needs to be toned down a little bit. So I think actually I am going to go into that shade and just pop that in underneath. And then really blend it out, so it's not quite as intense. That is beautiful blended out like that. There we go. Absolutely beautiful, and the look already looks better because I just feel when I've got shadow underneath, I don't know, it just finishes the look a little bit. Now I want to start deepening out this outer part, and I'm going to use this colour to start with, I think, and it's that one there. I do like monotoned eye looks, but I always need something in the crease just to, I don't know, deepen it up a little bit and give dimension. So I'm going to try with that one first. I think that one's going to be too red or too orange. I'm going to try this one here. Yeah, that's better because it gives the contrast then. It's brown, but it's got like a burgundy undertone to it. And what I'm going to do is just lightly sweep that over that area there. And I'm going to take it all the way, lightly, more light brush strokes as you get towards the inner part of the eye, because I don't want it too heavy. Gorgeous. A little bit more on the brush, and then I'm going to swap brushes again. I think very light amount of product. Like that. just going to go into that first pink that I used. Like that. Nice. That has added depth, and it's not, because there's a little bit of pink in it, it's not taken away from the pink look, so it's added, you know, because it's like a burgundy shade. But yeah, really like that. Okay, I'm going to go underneath with that shade as well. Gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the same colour, so that browny burgundy shade. I'll just show you again. So that one again, and still with the same brush, the eye contour brush, and then see if I can do the same thing with the other eye. Just gives that nice contrast, doesn't it? Obviously, if you don't like pink, there are so many other shades in here. So just running that underneath as well to keep that depth, but that has worked beautifully. Love, love, love that. Just going to bring that up a little bit here. Just going into that light pink, the very first shade, like that. Okay, so I think that's complete with the you know, the first shades. I don't know whether to add a matte or what to do. I really want to go in with this colour here because it's so unusual. I don't know whether to go in with a really light or what to do. Let me just swatch this. I don't know if it's going to make it look very, 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 I don't know. I'll go for something totally different. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here. Or should I go in with lilac? Decisions, decisions. I'm going to try this one here. Where is it? That one there. It's very, very light. Is it going to be too light? Yeah, I'm going to go in with that one first. Where are we? No, this is the lilac one. I'm going to try that because on camera actually that looks really nice. The first one looks a little bit too light. Oh, oh, oh yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, that's working. It's different, isn't it? But it's not so different that, you know, it's keeping within that colour family, I suppose, because it's like a lilac. I think the pink would have been just too light, that it may have looked white, and I don't want that. But that is beautiful. And it just shows that you don't have to use shimmer. Okay. Just need my brush again. Just going around those edges. Love that. Okay, I'm just going to clean my finger. Oh yeah, love that so much. Okay, I'm going to get this shade. Now, what I will say is that I have used matte as an inner corner highlight quite often. So actually I'm going to go in with that pink, the very, because this is upside down, it's confusing me, that one there. And I'm using this angled brush, which I use, it's from that Beauty Bay set. And I use that as an inner corner highlight because I already have a brush that I love for my brows. So I'm just going to go round the edge of that inner corner. Like that. It's more subtle than a shimmer, but it still does add, you know, dimension. And I'm going into that shimmery shade, which was that shade there, that one there. And I'm just going to see if I can add something just underneath this one here. I don't know if that's going to show up because it's not an intense shimmer, is it? No, I don't think so. That one I think is more as a lid. I was just going to see if I could use it, but I'll have to use it again in another look. Now I'm just going to add the accessories to the eye look, which of course is the eyeliner, which needs its first sharpen. It's looking pretty flat. Of course, it's the Revolution Smoky Waterproof Liner, gel liner in black. Like that, and of course the mascara. Now this is a brand new, the Mascara Revolution. I've just taken the packaging off, so let's have a look at this. Oh wow. Yeah, beautiful. I'm really pleased that I opened up another one. It got a little bit clumpy, but that's fine. And you should change your mascaras every 3 months anyway. So just pop that on the bottom. Okay, so that is my spotlight look using the Monster Matte palette from the Maxi Reloaded collection, obviously from Revolution. So that one there. This retails for £12. You can pick it up from revolutionbeauty.com or superdrug.com. You can also pick up 3 out of the 4 palettes from Superdrug unless it's changed. The only one that you couldn't when I checked last was Dream Big. You can only get this one from revolutionbeauty.com. But I'll just give you a little bit of a closer look. Absolutely beautiful. Just goes to show that you don't necessarily need shimmer to give you that pop of colour on your lid. So as always, I would really love your thoughts on the palette. Okay, just like Saturdays, I wanted to go for shades that I knew were not just wearable, but really spoke to me from the palette. And I really thought there was a lot of pinks in here. So I thought I'm going to have to do that. But of course there are blues, greens, oranges, reds, you name it, you're going to find the colour in there. So I hope that's helped to let you know of the quality of the palette. I've had a lot of questions asking, are these Maxi Reloaded palettes the same kind of quality, and do they feel the same as the smaller reloaded versions? From the two that I've tested so far, definitely they're very pigmented, as you can see. Even that very first pink that really doesn't look that intense here really did come across very nicely on the eye, and I didn't have any issues with blending it out. They are a little bit dusty. I'm not going to say that they're not. They do kick up a little bit, not that much. It's kind of the same throughout Revolution's matte shades, so they do kick up a little bit, not that much, and they blend beautifully. The lipstick that I'm wearing today is of course from their new Revolution matte lip collection, and this one is White Wedding. I'm in love with it. It's beautiful. I love it. Gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, love to know your thoughts on the palette. In my opinion, I do think that they are of the same quality as the reloaded smaller version so far. So I'd love your thoughts on that. If you've obviously tested these palettes out, I've still got obviously 2 to test, so I can't tell you about those yet, but I will do over the next couple of days. I would love to know your thoughts on this palette, any of the others, my look, and of course if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you stuck around to subscribe to watch future videos. But as always, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.